Hello everyone. So this is another session addition to our quick look series. Many of us face challenges when we are working with custom metadata, right? We all know what is custom metadata and why we use that. I'm not going to talk around that in this session. Specifically, we are looking for a requirement where we need to insert a large amount of data in the custom metadata. Obviously, we know we don't use custom metadata for storing large amount of record. So here, when I say large amount, it can be ranging from 100 to 200 or 500 records. Okay. Now, when we talk about custom metadata, if I go here, right. So whatever custom metadata I have, it is specifically for some certain amount of static data that I am going to refer. Right. It may be a country code and country name, or your currency conversion, or some are the other error messages, different types of settings that you are going to store here. Okay, holidays list or any calendar list, all those things you will be using custom metadata for storing those records. Now what happens is, like, when you want to insert the data, there's no easy way around it, right? You have to manually go and insert one by one records in the custom metadata by just clicking new and then insert. Even if you try to do it using VS code, there is a separate XML file for each of those, right? So if I go here, go back here, right? So why is that so? In custom object, we can easily insert data using Apex or using data loader, right? But when it comes to custom metadata, the records are again a kind of custom metadata, or a kind of metadata, not the actual data, right? So that is where, when I try to insert a large amount of data, there's no easy way around. I can use data loader? No, I cannot. Right? Can I use Apex, plain Apex? No, you cannot use a plain Apex to insert using the way you are normally inserting for the other custom objects or standard object. Okay. So there may be a API called Metadata API, right? Extension plugin, someone might have developed that, right? I have come across one article where using Salesforce CLI, it can be done. I have never tried it, but you can try it. I will just share this link in the description. Okay. The thing which I tried is using metadata classes, right? So in Salesforce we have metadata classes. With the help of that, there are multiple classes which will help us or enable us to create or update multiple records just at the click of a button, right? Behind the scene in the Apex, we'll be writing this using the metadata classes. So if I go here, if you see, there are these all metadata classes. So operations class, you can go to metadata value, custom metadata, all those classes which I have mentioned here. You can make use of those classes and make it work, right? Now let's go back and just check a demo first. So what I have done, I have created a CSV file. Okay. And I have mentioned few column names: master label, f name underscore underscore c, and mock response underscore underscore c. These are the two columns which I have in my custom metadata. So if I go here, uh, in the developer console, I'll just see how many records I have as of now. Okay. See, there are 25 records which are already available here. Now I'll just try to use this utility, right? So I have created one utility and I have used it on the utility bar. If you see here, metadata tool. So this is the tool where what I am doing is I am just getting all the custom metadata objects. So I am selecting this one. Now I have this file where I have some records, right? 12, 11 records. So what I'll do, I'll just upload the file. So behind the scene, what I am doing on the upload of this file, I am calling a Apex class where I am using all metadata classes to insert those record or insert those record in the custom metadata. So if I click open, now behind the scene it has process. So see how easy it is, right? If you have to create 200 records, and if you have such 20-30 orgs, right, it will be very easy at the point of a click, right? You will be able to create those record as and when needed. There is another way of using your package.xml, right? Using VS Code, you can just deploy those files, but that is, again, it will have multiple files that you need to insert, right? So there are various ways to do that. If I go here and refresh, let's see. Yeah, all those records which I have created, now there are 36 record. Earlier there were 25 plus 11, right? So this becomes really easy. So if you have multiple metadata objects and you have multiple records, you can develop a tool in such a way that it will be a point and click for admins to take care of it, right? So if you see here, this is the class which I am talking about, where what I am doing is, whatever files, CSV file I am uploading, I am passing it as a file string and the name of the custom metadata which I have selected, right? And then I am creating those class objects where I can set the custom metadata and its value. And then this is the deploy container where I can deploy those values to insert the record or upsert the record within that custom metadata which I have passed in. Okay, if you see here, what I'm doing, I'm passing through that, parsing that CSV file, and then preparing that data which I'll then deploy using operations class by using the enqueueDeployment, right? And this is how, with the simple point and click, I'm able to achieve this. Okay, always it is recommended that you go through the Salesforce documentation for any new thing coming up. There are so many things, right, to do the same or to achieve the same objective, but this one which I am showcasing here is one of the way, right? You can always fall back on Salesforce and check if there are any new things coming up. So I believe this will be useful to many of those who are looking for such a tool which will ease their life by helping them to insert or update or create or update multiple records in one go in a custom metadata. It can be one custom metadata or multiple custom metadata. That is it for this session. Thank you.